1955년 미국 워싱턴주 시애틀에서 유명 변호사 아버지와 비영리 단체 이사 어머니 사이에서 태어난 빌 게이츠. 변호사가 되길 바랬던 부모의 기대와는 달리 빌 게이츠는 13살에 처음 접한 컴퓨터 프로그래밍에 푹 빠져들었습니다. 1975년 19살이었던 그는 당시 재학 중이던 하버드대를 중퇴하고 중고등학교 2년 선배인 21살의 폴 앨런과 함께 뉴멕시코주 앨버커키에서 자본금 $1,500로 마이크로소프트사를 공동 설립했습니다. 개인용 컴퓨터 시장의 성장을 예측하면서 컴퓨터 언어 프로그램인 베이직을 개발하였고 포트란 등 후속 프로그램을 연이어 출시하며 1978년 처음으로 매출액 $1,000,000를 달성했습니다. 그들은 지난 10여 년간 연평균 수익 성장률 39%를 기록할 정도로 고속 성장을 거듭했습니다. 2007년 여름, 마이크로소프트사 창업 후 세계 최고의 부자가 된 빌 게이츠는 중퇴한 지 30여 년 만에 모교인 하버드대에서 졸업장을 받았습니다. 그리고 졸업생으로서 축하연설대에 올랐습니다.
President Bach, former President Rudenstein, incoming President Faust, members of the Harvard Corporation and the Board of Overseers, members of the faculty, parents, and especially the graduates. I've been waiting more than 30 years to say this. Dad, I always told you I'd come back and get my degree. I want to thank Harvard for this honor. I'll be changing my job next year, and it will be nice to finally have a college degree on my resume. I applaud the graduates for taking a much more direct route to your degrees. For my part, I'm just happy that the Crimson called me Harvard's most successful dropout. Harvard was a phenomenal experience for me. Academic life was fascinating. One of my biggest memories of Harvard came in January 1975 when I made a call from Courier House to a company in Albuquerque, New Mexico that had begun making the world's first personal computer. I offered to sell them software. I worried they would realize I was just a student in a dorm and hang up on me. Instead, they said, "We're not quite ready. Come see us in a month," which was a good thing because we hadn't written the software yet. From that moment, I worked day and night on the extra credit project that marked the end of my college education and the beginning of a remarkable journey with Microsoft. What I remember above all about Harvard was being in the midst of so much energy and intelligence. It could be exhilarating, intimidating, sometimes even discouraging, but always challenging. It was an amazing privilege, and though I left early, I was transformed by my years at Harvard, the friendships I made, and the ideas I worked on. But taking a serious look back, I do have one big regret. I left Harvard with no real awareness of the awful inequities in the world, the appalling disparities of health and wealth and opportunity that condemn millions of people to lives of despair. You know more about the world's inequities than the classes that came before. In your years here, I hope you've had a chance to think about how, in this age of accelerating technology, we can finally take on these inequities and we can solve them. I believe we have more caring than we know what to do with. All of us here in this yard, at one time or another, have seen human tragedies that broke our heart, and yet we did nothing, not because we didn't care, but because we didn't know what to do. If we had known how to help, we would have acted. Should our best minds be more dedicated to solving our biggest problems? Should Harvard encourage its faculty to take on the world's worst inequities? Should Harvard students know about the depth of global poverty, the prevalence of world hunger, the scarcity of clean water, the girls kept out of school, the children who die from diseases we can cure? Should the world's most privileged learn about the lives of the world's least privileged? These are not rhetorical questions. You will answer with your policies. When you consider what those of us here in this yard have been given in talent, privilege, and opportunity, there is almost no limit to what the world has a right to expect from us. In line with the promise of this age, I want to exhort each of the graduates here to take on an issue, a complex problem, a deep inequity, and become a specialist on it. If you make it the focus of your career, that would be phenomenal. But you don't have to do that to make an impact. For a few hours every week, you can use the growing power of the internet to get informed, find others with the same interests, see the barriers, and find ways to cut through them. Don't let complexity stop you. Be activists. Take on big inequities. I feel sure it will be one of the great experiences of your lives. You graduates are coming of age in an amazing time. As you leave Harvard, you have technology that members of my class never had. You have awareness of global inequity, which we did not have. And with that awareness, you likely also have an informed conscience that will torment you if you abandon these people whose lives you could change with modest effort. You have more than we had. You must start sooner and carry on longer. And I hope you will come back here to Harvard 30 years from now and reflect on what you have done with your talent and your energy. I hope you will judge yourselves not on your professional accomplishments alone, but also on how well you have addressed the world's deepest inequities, on how well you treated people a world away who have nothing in common with you but their humanity. Good luck.
졸업식 축하연설의 대부분을 자선 사업에 대한 열정을 밝히는 데 할애한 빌 게이츠. 세계 최대 갑부 빌 게이츠의 제2의 인생은 돈을 쓰는 것, 더 정확히는 2000년에 그의 아내와 함께 설립한 빌 앤 멜린다 게이츠 재단을 통해 기부 사업을 펼치는 것입니다. 최대한 빨리 가능한 많은 일을 하기 위해 이제 그는 세계에서 가장 부유한 인물이 아닌 세계 최대의 기부자로 살아가고 있습니다.